All right, hopping right into this one, bringing you guys the episode 2 of the one-hit mystery box challenge that I am doing. So I'm going to go ahead and get 950 essence, and I'll show you guys what the one gun I get out of the mystery box is. All right, running up on the mystery box now. Let's go ahead and see what we get. And remember, the point of this challenge is we got to use whatever this weapon is and see how good it does in the Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 zone. So we will go ahead and take this gun, the FR556, a really good gun in multiplayer. I haven't really used it too much in zombies, so let's go ahead and try it out here. And do remember, guys, that I did say in the first episode that we can use the ether tool, so I'm going to go ahead and use a purple rarity one, because everybody knows, like, a common weapon triple pack-a-punch just simply isn't going to do good. And in order to get, like, a higher rarity gun out of the mystery box, you have to wait until, like, the end of the game before it'll be a higher rarity weapon. So we will go ahead and use that. And now we will go ahead and test this weapon here in Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 and see if we may be able to find a new meta here in Modern Warfare Zombies. Alright, let's go ahead and try out this Outlast contract here in the Tier 1 zone. So I did go ahead and single pack-a-punch this weapon, just so you guys know, and we will see how this gun does. So the first thing that I am noticing is that it is like, seems like a 6, hold up, I can look at the ammo count, we can find out exactly. So 50. So yeah, it is a 6-round burst instead of a 3-round burst, which is pretty interesting. So I'm never going to get too optimistic whenever I'm here in the Tier 1 zone, just because I know how weak these zombies are. But this thing is killing pretty quick, and it's definitely going to be a lot better than the Lockwood shotgun that I had to use last time. So this will probably be a little bit of a better experience for me, and hopefully we do find a weapon that can be viable at taking out some of them big game bounties here in the higher threat zones, because that's always my goal. Is I feel like I've yet to find a weapon that is just consistently good at taking out big game bounties here inside of this game. There's a handful of weapons that are really good at taking out regular zombies like the FR is doing here. But for whatever reason, like, no matter what you're using, if it's a wonder weapon, a shotgun, LMG, there really just isn't any great weapons at taking out the big game bounties or special zombies here in this game. So maybe we just found a hidden gem here and we can get lucky. So let's go ahead and finish this up. We are at 83% here. Probably going to get absolutely nothing from the reward anyway, so I'm not going to get my hopes up or anything. But you never know. We'll see what ends up happening. So go ahead and clear out the rest of these zombies that are kind of flooding in at us right now. Getting a little mixy here, but that's perfectly fine. I mean, I've only been hit a few times in here until the very end right there whenever I had to start opening my mouth. So let's go check out this reward, and let's see what we got. Pack-a-punch crystal. I guess we'll go ahead and take that. So now we will go ahead and go pick up a bounty contract here in Tier 1 and see how this gun does. Alright, running up on this Mangler here. Let's see how good this gun does at taking this guy out. Get him more on our level. Can we get him on... That was pretty quick, I'm not going to lie. We did it in just one clip, which is always really good, especially considering this gun only has 50 rounds inside of it. So that was pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and double pack-a-punch this weapon, and now we're going to move on to the Tier 2 zone. Alright, doing a spore control contract now. Got a pretty good group of zombies built up here. Let me go ahead and bundle them up just a little bit better. And let's see how well this gun does at taking out a very large group of zombies here. So we'll go ahead and take out all these guys right here. And then we will also try to take out the Disciple. I mean, this gun has a ton of damage right now. But my biggest issue, at least with the Pack-a-Punch version, is it doesn't have the most ammunition before I'm forced to reload. But if I was to build out my own setup, I have a feeling it would not be that bad. Just use the biggest magazine, and it'd probably do pretty good, honestly. So let's go ahead and finish out a few of these zombies here. We'll go ahead and see how it does against taking out this Disciple. Go ahead and reload our weapon. And, I mean, it absolutely just destroyed that Disciple, too. So we will take that. We'll do one final test here on the Mangler, then we will finish out the Spore Control contract. I mean, it did it in 2 bursts right there. That's phenomenal. Take out the Spore Control contract, and let's see what we got. PhD Flopper and a large backpack. Nothing I need right now. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and pick up a big game bounty here in Tier 2, and we'll see how this gun does against a big game bounty in Tier 2. Alright, rolling up on the Disciple here. Let's see how quick we can take this guy out. He's avoiding me. He's terrified. He must know that this gun is going to be very bad at taking him out. It's not doing terrible. I mean, once you're in the Tier 2 zone, and especially not at a gold rarity, I don't expect it to take him out in one clip like it did in Tier 1. But, I mean, it's handling this bounty pretty well, I'm not going to lie. 3 clips. I would have liked to see it do it in at least 4. Get him to stop taking health from us. go ahead and finish this guy out. I mean, it killed him pretty quick. I wish it could have did a little bit better, honestly. We'll go ahead and use these 2 items that I don't have. But yeah, I wish it would have did a little bit better there. Like I was saying, it just seems like there aren't any guns in the game that are really good at consistently taking out them big game bounties or special zombies in the higher threat zones. So it's kind of on par with all the other weapons. It definitely isn't bad. So far, it's way better than the last episode using the Lockwood. So let me go ahead and triple pack-a-punch this gun, and let's see how it does in Tier 3. Alright, doing a Spore Control contract here. Got a pretty good group of zombies now. Gonna go ahead and precision the ones that are way over there and just see how this gun does at taking out this group of zombies. And I mean, sort of just like in Tier 2, I mean, it does a pretty good job at taking out all these regular zombies, especially once you're getting your headshots. But the biggest issue is that I do have a pretty small magazine for this weapon, but I mean, it took these guys out with ease. So this gun's really good at having like damage output for taking out regular zombies. Let's go ahead, let's not go down. Go ahead and finish this Spore Control contract. Get absolutely nothing. I will actually go ahead and use that, let's not go down here. I will go ahead and use that Brain Rot over Deadwire. So let me go ahead and see if we can't. Thankfully, we do have a bounty on the map. Let's go see if we can beat somebody to this bounty and see how this gun does against a bounty in Tier 3. So we were unsuccessful with securing a bounty contract, so we're just going to go ahead and test it out against this regular Mangler here. Definitely not the Mega Abomination. We don't want nothing to do with that guy. Go ahead and get out of the way some of these guys here really quick. And then you guys can see right there, I mean, 250 kills. I got those all in this game. This is the first time I've ever used this weapon. It's not terrible, but what I will say is that the ammunition on this thing is pretty bad. Like, I have been fighting for my life just trying to survive here in the Tier 3 zone because of how often I've been running out of ammo. So we did some pretty good damage right there. A few more shots, we should be able to get rid of them, and we took them out in about 2 clips right there. So not terrible, but like I said, the biggest downfall with this weapon is 100% the ammunition count. Like, I've had to run between ammo cache and ammo cache all over here in the Tier 3 because of how quick I've been running out of ammo. But this gun is definitely better than the Lockwood was, and since this is my second video, I'm going to rank it #1 of the guns that we have tested so far. So we're going to have this FR at #1 and the Lockwood at #2. And that's going to do it for the video, guys. I would say my final thoughts on this weapon is it is pretty good. It has good mobility and good damage. But you guys can see I was at max ammo right there at 225 shots, which just simply is not good. I mean, you're going to have to reload and go get ammo way too often, which made this gun not too viable here in the Tier 3 zone. But if you guys did find this video useful or entertaining, please let me know by dropping a like, leaving a comment down below, letting me know what your opinion on this weapon is, and subscribing to the channel so that you guys never miss another upload. And with that, I'll catch you guys all in the next one.